Hello and welcome back to another video, and today it is my matchday vlog of Ebbsfleet versus Barrow in the National League. So make sure you leave a like on the video, subscribe if you haven't already, and yeah, let's get straight into it. So Ebbsfleet versus Barrow. Ebbsfleet going into this game bottom of the league. We did get a really good point against Woking, and I made a post that the first 5 games in our season were absolutely dreadful and we deserved to probably lose all of them. But since then we've been alright. We've got, I think it's 7 points from 6, and I think it could be more. I think we easily could have beaten Eastleigh, and I think maybe we could have got something out of Notts County, or win there, or maybe even got something at Woking. It would have been a bit of a push, but I think we've been unlucky just to get 7 points from our last 6 games. I think the only disastrous game has been against Aldershot. But you know, if we can have that same fighting spirit we've seen in the second half against Woking and what we saw in the first half against Eastleigh, we just got to get that out consistency. And again, I think Alex Reid's going to be a really important player for us this season. Real creative player. There's still massive problems with our fullbacks and centre mids. What's going on there? Really, who's playing in what positions? I've got Miles Weston playing as a left back, which really a role I don't think that really suits him. He's probably our best player this season so far. Whereas Barrow, they're 14th, probably where I expect Barrow to be. They've won the last 2 games, Aldershot, which is not impressive, but they beat Solihull Moors last game 3-0. So they're going to be really up for it. They play some nice football, but don't always get the results at times. I remember we beat them last time 1-0, and the season before that 3-2. So we've got a good record against them against Stonebridge Road. So yeah, I'm going to go for a 2-0 Fleet win today. I'm hoping and praying the Fleet can get a win. I think Alex Reid and Miles Weston, the same 2 goal scorers against Woking, are going to get the goals. Come on, you Reds. Up the Fleet. I'll see you at Stonebridge Road. So in the ground, the major news being Grimes is starting, which is a bit weird. We'll see what happens. And score predictions today. 1-0. Sam? 0-0. Every team's got an old Taylor. No, yeah. Since I was young, I followed them. EUFC. Oh. Can we just play away every week? We can just sit now. We're going to go 2-0 down and we'll start playing some half decent stuff. Forward! Forward! He's got it. Wilson! Yeah! Ebbsfleet!
Go on, lads!
Oh my god.
Rooney's lurking around the edge. Rooney's on the edge of the box.
Oh, no, no, release it. Oh, release it! Right, half time. Ebbsfleet 0, Barrow 1. This is another half time depressing. I don't think I remember having an actually enjoyable half-time reaction apart from Boreham Wood. Again, this is just another depressing game where Barrow have been dreadful as well, but we've just been absolutely useless. It's just absolutely shocking. There's no one to blame but ourselves. The midfield is just so dysfunctional. It's just so... The only word to describe it is depressing right now. It's just... You hype yourself up through the week after a good end at Woking. It's just... lackadaisical, lazy, boring. It's just... You can see why no one's there, because it's just absolutely dreadful. Every time we lose a game, it's not because we're... Yeah, it's just... I don't even say anymore, it's just the same every week, same half-time reaction every time. It's just crap, pretty much.
But then we'll probably go 2-0 down, and then we'll start playing football again,
Play football in quotation marks to actually attack them a little bit, so a bit of pressure. But it's just...
They're not that good, bro. You know, we play actually decent. We can get something, but we ain't doing nothing.
It's just, yeah, both sides are playing so bad. I've never watched just probably the most boring half of football so far in the season, I'd say. This is gonna Hill out. Right. Good! No! Oh my god! Run! Oh. It's about 4. Where's his support? Oh, get to it. Oh. Yeah. Oh, 53 minutes of pain. Oh. Yes. Yes. Hold on. Yeah. Ebbsfleet. Ebbsfleet! Run! That's a little penalty! Oh my god, they're making us... Oh, what up, mate? Great defending. 4-0.
Yeah, let's go for 4-0.
Come on! Yay!
Come as you like. Oh my god! Oh yeah, not you can.
No. Oh! No! Alright, full time. Barrow 3, Ebbsfleet 0. As soon as they kick off, they score, and that's just embarrassing. They've just tapped it round you, and they've scored. There's not even a challenge there, and they've scored. It's embarrassing. People have paid £20 to watch that. Just embarrassing. Every player on that pitch there's nothing more than a 5. They're all just shocking, absolutely shocking. All of them passengers during the game. Lack of effort, lack of not even passion. As I've said before, I don't mind if we're losing games if there's a bit of fight, there's a bit of spirit, like we've seen against Woking, like we've seen in other games. But when we're playing like this against teams like Aldershot, who aren't Barrow, who no disrespect to Barrow, they're an okay side. But when you're letting them walk over you like that, it's not good enough. It's embarrassing. They've walked past. They haven't even had to work hard today. They've got a 3-0 win at our ground. Again, another game when we go at home, it's awful. I go to Stonebridge Road and just think we're going to lose. It's just dreadful. The games at home, most of them just been dreadful. The only mildly okay game was against Notts County and Eastleigh. Every single one of them was awful. Every single home game has been pretty dreadful. Every single game is just it's just dreadful, and it's not good enough. Yeah, I can blame every single player on that pitch. They're National League experienced players. They should be able to put in an okay performance where they shouldn't be losing 3-0 at home to Barrow and not just absolutely laying there and letting teams just walk over them like it has today. But you also have to question the manager. Why is Jamie Grimes back in the side? Why is he starting when we had a solid okay back four against Woking? Why is ABYSMAL playing in the midfield? We've seen it enough times. We don't want to see it anymore. It's not good enough. He came off at 53 minutes, an absolute shocking game from him, and there's no pissy fitting about it. That he was awful. Again, lifeless up front, just dreadful balls. People are trying to put stuff in there. No one's even moving in the box. Defending at times. There was a throw-in from the corner flag that managed to defend. There was a throw-in from the side of the pitch. It managed to go to the defender, go to the attacker, who was standing on the edge of the box. He had time to take a touch and shoot from a throw-in, from a bloody throw-in. It's just dreadful. And you can go around the whole team and just say, just every time, it's just so lifeless. And you can't blame anyone not going to watch that again. And something's got to change, or let's start planning for the National League South, to being honest. Let's start scouting some players for the National League South, because it's not good enough. One win and we're closing in on October. We've only got 2 games left of October, and we've only had 1 win in 2 months. 1 win in 2 months. And that was the only win we've had is when the red card was in 2 minutes, and we only scraped past that as well. I can go on about the players all I want, but you have to start questioning Gary Hill now. You brought this side together. We know that it wasn't easy, but it's still a very good budget. It's still probably better than likes of Maidenhead. Surely, we're certainly not the worst budget in the league. We're certainly got a better budget. We're full time. There's teams that are part time in the playoffs. What's happening at training? What is going on at training? I've got to say that. Because what we saw today was just, it's speechless. It's worse. This is the worst performance of the season. This is the worst game of the season. Against Halifax, there was some mild fight back. There was a little mild fight back. It was at 2-1. There was a bit of a chance. We could have got back to 2-2. This was just nothing. This was soulless the whole game. This was painful. This was depressing. This was just, I don't even know what to say anymore. It wasn't good enough. It's just, I don't know what Gary Hill was going to say, because it's not good enough. It's not good enough. It's just, I don't even know what to say anymore, because I've said it all before. And we go to Barnet on Tuesday. I don't know. It's just take one step forward, thinking we're going to get somewhere, and immediately after, you gain a little bit of hope. Ooh, I think we might win today, 1-0. No, 3-0 loss against Barrow, who could have been, it should have been, and could have been more than 3-0. Could have and should have, definitely should have been more than 3-0. It was just dreadful. Dreadful. Fair play to everyone that stayed at the end. I stayed till 90 odd because I need to get a bus. The bus was coming or something, so I need to get the bus. But yeah, I don't blame anyone for leaving at 3-0. I don't blame anyone for leaving 3-0. As I've said, you know, we can lose games, but there needs to be some fight. And there was no fight today. There was no fight today. We've seen some fight. We took, well, as I said, one step forward. We got a few draws. And then immediately you gain a bit of hope. You think you might win a game. Slap back down again. This is the same as, oh, we've got a draw against Notts County. We've beat Boreham Wood. We're going to go straight back down again against our awful, dreadful performance against Aldershot. And it's just, I don't even know what to say anymore. Because, just, yeah. People are paying 18 quid. They should see some actual fight. Because I don't know what can I say about this anymore? It's just not good enough, really. At the end of the day, people are paying good money to watch the 5th tier. We need some spirit, and we didn't see that today. That's one of the worst performances I've seen in the Fleet shirt. I don't know. It's just frustrating and annoying, and yeah. Hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a like. Do that. I don't really care, to be honest. Don't even want to load this video. Don't even want to go through the highlights I've got to go through to edit this video. But yeah, see you later. Adios.